the wrong blueprint approval to the builder, who then issued that out to, I think they're masonries and stuff that do, I don't know if I have to break this, that, you know, do like concrete and like pillars and pavers and shit. And basically, I'm gonna go over into this building. Basically, the problem that I had was they kept continually trying to put my front pergola's main, like, fucking, what do you call it? Like the stabilizer pillar, right? That holds the whole fucking thing up. They tried to put that in, sort of indented by like about a meter into one of my car bays. So that if I wanted to have two cars in a garage, I physically wouldn't have been able to drive one of the cars into it. It had to keep getting demolished and rebuilt, that pillar, and they kept rebuilding it in the exact same fucking spot. It happened 3 times at the cost to the builder, not me, because it was their error. They didn't update their paperwork over and over again. It was really fucking annoying, because I was really worried that somebody was just going to get proactive one day and finalize the work on that particular pillar, and I was going to come into a completely finalized fucking, you know, brickwork in the middle of a car bay that would prevent me from putting a car in garage, which would be a problem in the future if I wanted to sell the car, if I wanted to sell the house, sorry. It would mean that it would be a 2-car garage, but only 1 car lockup kind of situation, which of course would decrease resale and all sorts of things. So yeah, it was frustrating. Not fun. I was also only about 18 as well, so hyper stressful. Kind of a lot of overwhelming new information to learn in a very short period of time. So yeah, go for it, Waver. Yeah, just a lot of information to like learn and do and stuff. The other thing too is, like I said, I also worked my ass off since like, basically since I was legally old enough to work, which was like 14 and a half, or about that. And I just worked. I took as much work as I could all the time, which is how I basically funded my entire life. The other thing too was when I built my home, it was during the '08 recession. So basically land was cheap. Land was cheap and construction was kind of cheap. And after everything was finalized, about a year later, everything went up by about, like my property value went up by about 10,000. So I made a good choice with that. I lost money between my previous house and my current house because it was more expensive than what I could afford. So my loan was higher to like basically like get it built and shit. So repayments were higher and all that sort of stuff. Basically, I could have probably been relatively comfortable at my last location, but I did not want to live there long term. I hated the actual location of it. The house was fine, nothing wrong with it, but wanted something that was a bit more permanent. So this is what I've got. Mind you, it is not in the best state because, you know, an 18-year-old, you know, single individual building a house with no knowledge can tend to make a few mistakes. And oh, I made some mistakes. Like, for instance, like my front door is like internal door, not external door, which means it's weather damaged now from like any rain and stuff. I didn't know. So when I eventually want to put it on the market, I have to replace that door. Like straight up. And of course, the odds of getting it to color match exactly to doors that have existed in my house for, by that time, probably 20 plus years, because I've had it for over 15, think, is going to be either a repaint of all my doors or replace a couple of doors or something, you know? Like whatever works to like make it all fucking work right you know. The other thing too is I also know how to paint. I know how to prime shit. I know how to paint walls and doors and all that shit anyway. So if I wanted to, I could do it myself. The only problem I've got is that I do have a lot of old injuries and medical conditions that limit my ability to do this stuff as freely as I could when I was younger. So it would be incredibly physically taxing on me to do those things now, like in my mid-30s and stuff, as opposed to like, you know, 17, 18, that kind of shit, you know. You somehow, was that, I like to imagine that this is, this is what it's like to talk to a 1,000-year-old dragon. So I got so many stories to tell, and somehow knows a lot about, knows about a lot. Yeah, you know what? That's actually like legitly accurate. However, I think that's probably the greatest compliment I've ever had in my entire life, and it's pretty accurate. Is yes, I tend to find like people are perhaps overwhelmed by my life experiences in such a short time. Like if anybody missed it and really wants to kind of hear a little bit about life, well, there you are. I highly recommend, not this week, last week's Diablo 2. Right? In the last 2.5 hours of that VOD, you'll probably have your eyes wide open. Viken's still experiencing PTSD from experiencing it live hand. Just like learning the things that have happened medically, you know, has been like a lot. Where the hell is stuff? I guess I gotta go across the road. But I keep seeing there's like something lining up in here. I don't know, I've just had to experience a lot in a very short period of time. And the thing is, you either kind of like grow with it or fucking drown in it. And I guess I grew with it. So the best way to kind of put it. I don't know if I cleared this off before going over there. I feel like maybe I did. Let me put my nose in. Yeah, I definitely did over here. Oh, book. There we go. I think I did over here and then I went back over. So I'm going to count this place as done and I'll go into this other one over here. Kind of hard to keep up with where everything is because I'm kind of going between all the buildings. It's a hearing name, but I can tell. Yeah, Viken can definitely vouch for last fortnight's Diablo 2. The graphic detailing of fucking medical conditions. Trust me, the eyes will widen on that wolf. So large. Wait, there was one following me, wasn't there? I could concur. Yeah. I don't know. I guess the other thing too is I'm one of those people that just tend to read and learn and I don't know, all that sort of stuff. Like if I don't know or understand something, I'm very, very likely to just start looking into it. Like this is something I've said before, is like I've grown up in like a very closed-minded, very racist, homophobic household. And it has been something I disagree with. And thus, like, I, you know, removed myself from that. But I have taken the time to try to, like, learn about stuff because, like, I am genuinely interested in, like, not being a closed-minded piece of shit, you know? So I disagree with them, but at the same time, I also need to take the time to, like, properly educate and stuff. So, whoa, bug. I didn't even see you. What is in the water? Oh, I'm gonna get hit by this. Let's head eyes wide and remembering where I can tell. Yeah. I don't know. I think, like, a Waver and Shadow, I think you two would probably find the Diablo VOD from last week, not this week, to be probably interesting, since I know you guys like to kind of hear about me and stuff. It would definitely probably, like, fill in some gaps, I feel like. Ah, don't hit me. Jellyfish thing. Didn't drop anything. You will. Aye. Yeah, I think that's one of those ones where it's just kind of like... Oh, shit. Let's get on the other side. I think it's one of those ones where, like, I don't know. Is this? No, it's water. If you want to learn more or something like that, you just watch that. I'm very surprised to learn a lot from you. Like, I think I didn't join your art stream a year ago. I think my life would be much different because I learned a lot from you. Look, I was telling my cousin this morning about the fact that, like, due to a simple conversation, due to the existence of me streaming and us having a conversation, you and your family now have eaten fried rice and are adding that to, like, your regular, like, cooking and stuff. Like, you know, that, and then, like, the conversation last night about exercise and stuff, the questions that you had there and stuff. And, like, I'm sure that you probably would have learnt the stuff eventually. I'm sure you probably would have, out of curiosity, probably come across it or figured it out and stuff yourself. But I also kind of feel like it's just something that's randomly, organically just come up in conversation. There's like a marker back here somewhere. It covers eyes or tail. Oh, poor Viking. Oh yeah, there's gonna be some shit in there that makes you giggle, like literal lol shit. I think. I feel like Shadow will get like a bit of a laugh and a bit of a oh geez, but I feel like a Waver might be like, what the fuck am I listening to? And I feel like that was like Viking's probable like feeling about it too. Where the fuck is this? Is it on a roof? Yeah, it must be. How do I get up there? I guess I gotta get on the roof or something. It's even on the roof in the basement. I don't even know. Actually, it could be basement. No, ain't that. Hold on. There you go. Well, that's not what I wanted, but no, you're right. I'll have to come back to that. So I think I would have figured it out, but I think you helped figure it out faster. I appreciate that. You know, the interesting thing is, like tonight, I feel like it's really nice because I don't usually, or at least lately, I feel like I haven't had like as many of like my regular faces and stuff to talk to. And the thing is, like, I do miss you guys. And I know that that probably sounds really weird coming from a streamer. But like, I actually like give a shit and like care about like getting to know you and stuff. Like, I've, you know, asked questions because I'm genuinely interested, not because it's like, oh, it's just conversation and stuff. And so like when you're gone for a while, or like when stream's quiet and stuff, I sit here and I'm like, oh, I don't know if anybody's here. Like, last night? Maybe not last night. What was I doing last night? This Diablo. Might have been. There was a good chunk of Diablo where there was nobody talking. And from my perspective, I didn't know if anybody was here. I definitely had it with Once Human on Wednesday as well. And I'm like, it's one of those sensations where I'm like, I don't know if anybody's here until somebody talks. And then when they talk, like, not everybody's down to just be conversational, you know, and that's perfectly fine. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. It's, sometimes knowing somebody's there and, like, their silence, sometimes it's fine. And other days, it's like, the silence is deafening, you know? And, like, this past week, the silence has been deafening for me. And it's just been, like, I've been looking at, like, my YouTube stats and videos and stuff like that and being, like, reminding myself that, like, because I've been getting some serious fucking hate on YouTube. No joke. Over this, like, last fortnight or so. I just have, like, some of the meanest fucking comments. And it's just like, wow. This is what a tough week's fucking gonna be like. Like, I hope it stops at a week. I hope it, like, returns to, like, normal. But I don't know. Oh, Phoenix is taking over next chair. What are you doing? You can't play Once Human. Don't you fucking contest me. Azula is in her bed and you wouldn't even know she's here. Let's see. I've got to look for Mystical Crate, activate the rift. I've defeated the enemies. I found one of the 2 armor crate things. Maybe if I go towards the center of town, maybe I can find it. Put it on track and I'll try to get to wherever the fuck the center is. Azula now smells cheese. Nick has cheese. And she is very aware of this fact and she wants some. And she's doing like, you know how cats do that whole slow blinking and being like really cute and stretching their paws out? That's what she's doing now. You know? Well, I'll leave you 2 alone for a sec. I'll get me some water and some food. Not in that order, apparently. Alright, so I'm out near the town center thing, which is like this. So I think it would be because summer holidays. I got mine soon. Be gone too. See, I also try to remind myself of little facts like that as well. It's like, yes, people do have holidays. Yes, people do have like, you know, work change times, classes change times, all sorts of stuff, right? There's also certain times where the internet just feels genuinely really, really dead. Like, it doesn't matter whose channel you're on, right? It just feels like legit empty, you know, on the internet. Like, nothing's happening with social medias, nobody's in like certain big streams and stuff like that. It's like, where is everybody for like a day? I'm guessing maybe you have to go in here. This feels like the place, you know. Hi mate, how do you feel about this? I'll get my samurai to help me. Can't wait till I finally get some time to just sit and talk with you without reality pressuring me. Pushing me to do other things, I mean. Yeah, look, it'll happen eventually. Like I said, the biggest thing is that I'm aware that people have their like day-to-day lives, you know, school, uni, work, classes, anything and everything, hobbies, entertainment, whatever, right? Personal time, quiet time, meditation and so on. Like, I understand that. I always appreciate if somebody's like able to spend like even a small amount of their time and stuff here with me, because I understand that it's like in all the things that you could be doing in your day, you know, you've chosen to spend a little bit of that time with me, you know, so of course I fucking appreciate it. Mate, would you fuck off? Jesus, they keep on sneaking up behind me and they do a lot of damage. Yeah, no, I greatly appreciate it. Don't think I don't. I sometimes forget to say it, that I appreciate everybody who does like come and hang out and stuff, but I do. But yeah, sometimes the week is a bit difficult, you know? And I know everybody will have like changes in schedules and all sorts of things disrupt, you know, being able to come and hang out and stuff. And I prefer you guys to prioritize whatever is going on in your real lives over being here. It's just like, I can't help, like, I'm still human. I can't help but like, you know, feel a little bit sad that like I don't get to see you. That's all. I don't know. Maybe I learned to like deal with it. Who knows? Or like maybe some of the new faces and stuff will also kind of like get a chance. Hello, Andy. Who the fuck are you? Maybe some of the new people will also get a chance to kind of like get familiar and stuff in between things. Oh, fucking hell. I didn't even get a chance to really read that because this piece of shit's fighting me. Yeah. I don't know. A few people have been kind of here pretty consistently between everybody. A few new faces and stuff, and that's been pretty cool because, I don't know, over time there'll probably be at least like 1 or 2 like regulars, give or take, old or new, around. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to figure out where I read that thing from, but this was not the place to read it. I'll tell you that much. I have a lot of things here that I've got to read. Oh, the camping knife. Hey, Nick's got that. The, camping knife blade. Let's stop on you. I've got to take one of these jellies. Oh no, there we go. Although her backpack's smoking for some reason. I wonder if that's because we've been in here, the polluted area, for too long. What did I miss? Book. Oh yeah, every time I get books, it gives me more lore, but it also gives me a chance to get fabric. Cloth, maybe. Cloth? I don't know. Plus 4 kilos weight. Oh yeah. Is that still sort of within your like goals at the moment, or I thought you were sort of also trying to gain strength and stuff, which obviously with everything is like quite difficult. But usually losing weight and or gaining strength at the same time is usually a hard balance. So that's why I'm kind of asking, because I'm like, I don't know if you've like gained strength or just lost. Because one is... Can I get on that side actually? Hold on. One is, I don't know. Both are challenging. One's a little bit more complex to explain. You know? I could do it if I can have like a minute, but I don't really need to. But no, that's good. I come back from gym on Sunday, barely walked for 3 days. Jesus. How far are you walking now? Oh wow, this is beautiful. I don't know what's going on with my backpack, but I don't think it's supposed to be smoking like that, and my gummies aren't quite doing it. Let's give it 2 gummies. I don't think my backpack's keeping me safe here. Don't know. I still haven't found the rift thing yet, or the second armor crate. I think the rift would be like here. But yeah, that's pretty cool about the exercise though. A waiver's starting they're starting to try to do just like the past has made us reluctant to face each other again. Back. They're trying to do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups eventually. What is this? Statue rotate? Whoa! I can rotate these? Why though? I'm sure there's supposed to be some kind of riddle here, but alright. It's gonna be fun. I did less running, push-ups and crunches, hence the soreness. Yeah, no, that's fair. There was something that... I remember when I was doing bench press a lot, I had a trainer tell me that if you want like good upper body strength to begin with, before you even start doing any kind of like chest weights and stuff, you should work on being able to do like solid push-ups first, because they do use different muscles, but the muscles that they use, Phoenix, you can't sit there. Muscles that they do use come into play when you're doing the bench press a bit, and help kind of like support the muscles that get built. So I know that you're not doing like chest stuff, but I'm just saying like doing other exercises to help build strength in and around the actual activity of running can actually be pretty good. In the long term, it might make it easier for like running and stuff in the future. You know, that's what I'm trying to say. Planking's terrible. I hate planking. Whereabouts are you, Nick?
Chilling.
I thought you were in here with me.
I'm ages away. Look north.
The fuck are you doing up there? I'm like, I've been waiting for Nick to show up this whole time. I've been just going house to house. And I'm like, sooner or later I'll find him in one of these buildings. And I look over and I'm like, Nick's not in the same kind of like nasty ass fog that I'm in. And I'm like, he's nowhere here. And Phoenix, you cannot sit there. Come on. There we go. What? Yeah, he's basically about to sit on your drink.
You almost knocked it over. I heard the ting.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. He's only doing this because you're here at the same time. If you weren't here, he'd be on your seat. That's what his beef is. That's all his beef is. So basically, Phoenix usually sleeps on my boobs, but since I've been streaming, I've kind of like sort of stopped that, because I can't sit in a position where the microphone will pick me up, and Phoenix to be able to actually like lay down and stuff, right? So he's gotten into habit of sleeping on Nick's chair. But basically he can't sleep on Nick's chair if Nick's in the chair, you know? So now he's like extra crabby because he can't sleep on me and he can't sleep on the chair. So, I mean, I get it. I don't really want to walk up on glass. There's a lot of...
Because I'm pretty sure this is where you get the refined tools from. The parts we need.
Oh, yeah. The books here. What? No. Oh, wait. I have got books, actually. Hold on. Is that a legitimate thing? A billboard. Oh, yeah, I have new things to put in places, too. Sister's finally gone from the bathroom. Is that where you're saying that you're waiting for it before? Makes sense now. It's not that. It's none of that. I don't think I could put down. Alright. It ain't that. I don't think it's got to do with the books. I brush my teeth. I don't think my gums are infected. Why do you think that? I think if your gums were infected, you would have like a lot of swelling and bleeding regardless of having brushed your teeth. Like outside of actually brushing your teeth, it would be like that. It's very red and looks rotten. It's probably more to do with just like it's irritated right now. Especially since like brushing your teeth isn't a super consistent habit that you've got. So, you know, when you are brushing your teeth, it is kind of irritating the skins that aren't used to it. You could also be brushing too hard. You might be pressing too hard. If you find that they are looking like really inflamed and irritated after brushing, you could try getting a softer bristle brush or potentially just putting a little less pressure when you are brushing. So it's still in contact with your teeth and gums and stuff, but not really pressing down. You know, that might help as well. I found the second crate. Now, I just gotta find this anchor. Which, honestly, I should be able to spot from up here pretty easily. Well, easily is a fucking way of describing it. I'm looking for something that's kind of giving off either a beacon or... I'm looking for like a there it is. Alright, let's go. I was gonna say, I'm like, if I'm looking for it, I will find it up here. I should complete this area. The personal territory. Oh yeah, I'll have to go back to, oh, I have to go back to my home block to complete that. No, you can follow me. It also hurts a bit. Yeah, I'd say you probably just brushed a little too hard. Because I get that sometimes with mine. I brush my teeth too hard sometimes. Especially if I'm not focused or if I'm irritated. Like deep in thought with like annoying thoughts when I'm like brushing my teeth and stuff. That can happen because usually whenever I'm like around water sources, I get like deep in thought. I also come up with like the stupidest fucking thought scenarios. Like the other day, I think my brain was like, let's do a game show while I'm in the shower or something with like a round of like so many questions to win $1 million or something. And I'm like, that's basically where my brain went when I was having a shower. And I'm like, this is not constructive. This guy though. I'm gonna see if I can take you down. I will hydrate in a moment, Shadow. Just remind me after I like cap this guy. Let me get over here. I am still standing up straight though, sitting up straight. So that is good. No, don't stomp on me. Jesus. Oh fuck. Yeah. I really do need to go back to my base just to be able to like heal a bit. Recover. Oh, down you go. Right now practicing to stay calm. Nice. You doing some breathing exercises and stuff? Oh man. Nearly. I will also get that stretch in a moment too. I think this is almost on a cooldown. I don't know if my helper is out here helping or not.